Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And today it's going to be another edition of Into the Void between Canon and CABEPAO. Here on Eternal Empire, the latter edition. Bottom left-hand corner is the red Terran player, CABEPAO. I like chicken. Is this Braun League's Heroes? Says Canon. Whoa! That is fairly serendipitous. I'll talk about that in just a second. In the top right-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Canon. All right, so I was just planning on asking you guys if, what name I should rename this series to, because I feel like Into the Void is not very clear that this is low-level gaming. Right? Right. So if you have suggestions... I didn't feel like stealing Bronze League heroes from Husky, but that didn't stop others from stealing it from him. So, anyway, let me know what you think. If you're watching this, you like these. And so I'm pretty sure you have an idea of what you would like to name it. So just go ahead and put it in the comments. I read every single comment anybody ever makes on any of my videos at any time. I've read every single one for 5 years, you guys. Not going to stop anytime soon. Alright, man, so an extractor pool here from Canon, and 6 lings on the way. This is why you wall off as Terran, you guys. 100%, this is why, because this could happen to you. You know what you really should do if you're going to make these lings is actually move out, though. Really probably should do that. Anyway, bunch of barracks. Yeah, this is good stuff, man. Going for the orbital command here at about 20 supply, which is a little bit late. You do, although, for the one racks expand, yeah, for sure. You want to do something a little bit different, but you know what? If you're just going for a one base play with a bunch of barracks and a little bit of gas and maybe going for like stim and combat shield here, I kind of like it. I kind of like it a lot. These lings would really cause some problems for a really standard barracks expand, right? This barracks would be in trouble. I mean, there might be a Reaper, but he might be somewhere else. And yeah, but as it stands, you're fine. Look. Haha. One Marine at the top of the ramp could hold off this number of lings. So having 3 Marines is overkill. But yeah, I kind of like it from CABEPAO. Expanding is Canon, because even if you're going for a one-base style attack, you really want to get an expansion, because you can't spend all of the minerals and all of the, all the minerals you get off of the larva produced off of one base, even if you have a queen and you're injecting perfectly. So you definitely want another base here. God, these Marines, though, they outnumber the ling. Okay, they're even number to the lings. They've got speed. They're hiding up in the corner, and now... Oh, they're going for the run by! Lift, 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 lift! Oh! CABEPAO gets the Gosu lift there. That was fantastic. I thought for sure those lings were inside the house for a second there. For a second there, it looked like they were, but they are not. Alright, so ton of lings in production. This is really bad. This is really bad from Canon. I don't like what he's doing here at all. At least he's getting a Baneling Nest. At least he's not just flooding nothing but lings and queens, which we did see a couple weeks ago in a Mindrake Madness game that I cast, where it was nothing but lings and queens. No banelings, no roaches, no ravagers, no mutas, no nothing. It was lings and queens all the livelong day. It was insanity. So that Zergling sees the army moving across, and these guys are like, oh, I guess we should go home and maybe defend the homeland. Like, maybe get a spine crawler up or something, because this is actually pretty intimidating from CABEPAO. I'm going to be honest. I don't know why we don't see more Terran players do this in high-level games. Just showing up with a bunch of Marines early. I want to see how a Zerg player handles this. It's got to be, like, easily just crushed by Zerg if we never see it done by Terrans, right? I mean, I guess we see proxies and we see barracks, bunkers and whatnot. Is it just that speedlings trade pretty well and maybe get a spine up and things are going to go... pretty. Oh, the target firing on the Baneling. Sick play, but too many lings, bro. Okay, well, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just that speedlings trade very well against Marines, especially if they are unupgraded, as they currently are. They're working on stim. Got some Marauders, getting an expansion down here, too, from CABEPAO. The lings are cruising across, and he knows it. So he brings everybody back inside the house. He's desperately trying to finish this command center before the lings show up, and he's going to finish it, but look at the timing on that. Bam! They show up, the lings. This is terrible. Attacking up a Terran ramp with lings is just nothing. No, don't do this. Canon. Yeah, Canon making it happen. An SCV dies, but that is a fair trade thus far. I really got to say that CABEPAO has been more effective with his units than Canon totally has in any circumstances whatsoever. Oh, quick other announcement. If you want to send me your Into the Void replay or whatever we happen to rename it, send it to Sniper Monkey. I'll put a link to his email address in the description. Send it to Sniper Monkey, put an Into the Void subject on it so he knows what he's looking at, and then he'll screen them and send me the best ones. If he gets them fast, he can screen them fast and send them to me fast. Okay, sometimes I don't get to them as fast as he would. So please use his email address. Sniper Monkey is going to be your guy from now on. He's going to do Midrank Madness and Into the Void here. I'll continue just gathering the cheese compilations, though. It's a little bit easier for me to do. So, yeah, again, Sniper Monkey, send him your Into the Void and Midrank Madness games, please, and thank you. Goodbye. All right, so working on upgrades. Got Combat Shield on the way. Got Concussive Shells on the way. Working on just more barracks, man. CABEPAO has no interest in making anything but Marines and Marauders today. Medevacs are out of style for him. On the other side, we got ourselves a Zerg player finally getting a Roach Warren. He's got some Banelings out as we saw the early ones die. He made some more Banelings, which is cool. Grape spread is pretty fantastic, but you are a 2-basing Zerg versus a 2-basing Terran, and you need to expand now. I know you can't quite afford it right now, but you can in about 4 seconds. You need to expand. You don't need more Roaches. You don't need more anything else. You don't need more drones. You need a 3rd base. I know it hurts to invest that right now. You think you need more Roaches, and I understand. I really do. But you need a 3rd base more than anything else right now. Being on 2 bases versus a 2-basing Terran is instant death. Although, in fairness, this is an Into the Void game. This is going to be a bronze or a silver or gold level game. And as a result, sometimes the conventions don't matter, right? Normally, we would see a 2-basing Zerg player in this situation at the pro level and say he's dead. That's a 2-basing Terran. He's incredibly terrifying. But, I don't know. Maybe not. Worker supply about the same here for the Zerg and the Terran. Army supply definitely bigger for CABEPAO. Oh, I thought he was expanding. Didn't he send a drone up here? Where'd it go? I thought I saw a drone going this way, and I was really excited as I was ranting. No, huh? Cool. All right, man. So 2 base in it. He is not getting a lair, which is going to be a problem. All he's going to have are slow Banelings versus this. And that's the thing. Slow Banelings, horrible. So bad versus Terran normally. But in this case, where it's a lower level game, slow Banelings might just be able to waddle their way up to this army and kill a bunch of stuff where that should not happen. Terran players, you got to learn how to stutter step and stim away and target fire Banelings, and the pros make it look super easy, and it's really hard for you, I get it. But there's a lot of stuff in this game the pros make look easy that are hard for us scrubs. Finally a 3rd base here from Canon. Traditional 3rd base location here on Eternal Empire. And CABEPAO trying to go for a 3rd. Bit of a crazy base to take a 3rd at this time, but the Lings at the very least are going to take down the SCV building this 3rd. And that's about it. So I mean, not a cancel. Didn't force a cancel there. Maybe some more Lings would have made it happen. He's going for a lair too. Okay, so 3 bases and a lair. Sitting here at 41 workers, which is not terrible considering where he started, but where he started was sending too many Lings at his opponent and not getting anything done. There's your stim, your combat shield, your concussive shells are up. And this is where slow Banelings might actually get stuff done. All right, there we go. Not bad. Exploding on some Marauders, which is not what you want to do. Drones pulled off the line to try to handle this and actually not doing too poorly. Look at those drones versus those Marines. They don't have armor upgrades, so they're actually not too shabby. There's that kiting I was talking about, the stim and the kite back. And the kite back, and that Marauder gets taken out largely by workers. This one drone is the savior of all of these workers, and they need to get back to work. Meanwhile, what the heck? That Marauder's up in the main base doing some things. He must have snuck up here when I wasn't paying attention. And there you go. All right, so the attack does some damage. What are we looking at here? 11 drones killed. I think most of that was during that particular attack, which puts Canon down at 28 workers. And 3rd base is just about done here for CABEPAO. He's working on that. The Lings are cruising out, trying to make stuff happen. They've got some Roaches coming with them, but the Marauder count is high enough. I'm not sure the Marauders are going to be as good. As they want to be. So the lair is done, obviously, because that started a while ago. And that really means you should be going for centrifugal hooks here. Wow, CABEPAO's expanding again, or trying to expand, but he's just going to scout this little army. Earlier, then Canon wants to be scouted, unfortunately for him. So he sees the Banelings, he sees the Roaches, he's like, please finish this before the army shows up. At least at that point, I'll be able to lift off. Another army sneaking up this way too, CABEPAO. Splitting his army, who does that in Into the Void? Does he realize he got scouted? And I think he realizes he got scouted and he's going to head on out. Or maybe he sees this coming. I don't know. Did he have detection? Maybe he did. So Drilling Claw is on the way. That's a long upgrade, but it is pretty darn good, especially against Zerg. Just allows the Widowmines to remain permanently cloaked and lets them burrow more quickly than they otherwise would. I think Cannon's in a world of trouble. He is not officially supply blocked, but he's very close. His third base is done. Where is this army? There are some Lings here. There are some Banelings slowly waddling up here. Still no centrifugal hooks on the way. The third hatch is toast, assuming he gets it, and he does. And the slow Banelings again, doing way too much damage for this situation. And yes, the army gets wiped out. Thanks in part because the slow Banelings are getting stuff done. But the third base is killed. The third base for CABEPAO is happily running. Does he have an engineering bay? He is making factories, which is cool. He's got... Oh, yes, he does have engineering bay because he's starting +2 attack. That makes sense. So planetary fortress on this command center would be ideal unless he just like planning on tossing it over here, which kind of looks like he is. Man, I just got to put my money on Terran here. But again, crazy things happen, right? Crazy things happen. A Spire on the way from Canon. Perhaps recognizing there are no medevacs, and perhaps recognizing the Marauders can't shoot up, Mutalisks would be a good idea. The problem is that the Spire takes about 800 years to complete. They're not going to be able to help you. Mutas will be in no position to help you for the upcoming attack here, which is now marching towards you slowly and surely and steadily. Coming on to creep, giving you a bit of an advance warning. Another attack from CABEPAO. Dude, CABEPAO is actually doing split attacks. I don't know how often I see this in Into the Void, but I mean, he's not doing a lot of other things exceptionally well, but that's working for sure. Is the multiple attacks coming into this third base, attacking into the natural base, and once again, the drones are forced to fight. Did another couple dudes walked up here too. I keep forgetting to check that. He is sending dudes into the main base as well, which I really love. But then a bunch of roaches and lings show up and wipe it out. Again, a bunch of drones are down. The third base is totes down. We're looking at 34 drones killed. Yeah, if you're Canon and you're a 2-basing Zerg here, if you are a 2-basing Zerg at 12 minutes and you have 20 drones, statistically, the odds of you winning this game are super bad. I've crunched the numbers. That's the case. At least there's a planetary fortress at this third for Canon. Liking that. He needs to start making some SCVs. He is making 4 at a time and sending them down here, which is nice. But if you have a base coming up, you're definitely a Zerg, says Canon. What does that mean? Wait, was there conversation? No, I don't think so. No, says CABEPAO. Oh, Canon thinks that CABEPAO is a Zerg player? I mean, it is kind of a Zerg style. All that multi-pronged stalking. Yeah, it is kind of a Zerg style, isn't it? That's funny. That is some funny stuff there. All right, well, CABEPAO is taking a 4th. I mean, there's no way. There's just nothing. The Spire's done, but Canon can't afford exactly 0 Mutalisks on the 13 minerals he has. In fairness, he does... Slow death by 1 ling. In fairness, he does have a ton of gas. He could make 12 mutas. The problem is the Widowmines are pretty good anti-Mutalisk protection. And that is a worry. But Army Supply 55 to 26, I really don't see Canon surviving this next attack. He's survived the previous attacks by basically throwing drones at them. So we're at 42 drones lost for Canon and 24 total workers for him now. And the 2 bases and the Ravagers are going to try to make sure this ramp is hell to come up. And, oh boy, these Ravagers though. Yeah, Ravager versus Marine Marauder like this. Oh, Widowmine's getting hits. Corrosive Bile's trying to make stuff happen. Canon cannot hold on here. It's just not going to work. The stutter stepping forward is great. The Broodling's actually doing some work here for the Zerg, which is not something you see all the time. The Widowmines are sitting over this way too. Some of the Ravagers are firing on the Widowmines, which is hilarious. Killing these Marauders have got to be your priority, man. Stop hitting the Widowmines. Okay, so again, he stays alive. You, sir, are on drugs, says Canon. I mean, he's out macroing you like crazy. I mean, stim. I like that. That might actually show up on my thumbnail. I like it when there's funny conversation. Every once in a while, I'll toss it up on the thumbnail, and people seem to appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, Canon's done. This Roach Ravager stuff versus Marine Marauder Widowmine, no. It's not going to happen. I mean, look, we're at 2-2 even for CABEPAO here. where a better player would obviously be on 3-3. 3-3 is definitely on the way, though. CABEPAO, you don't like medevacs or what? Oh, and check it out. There are now medevacs in the army. He's like, you know what? I do like healing my units. Thanks for mentioning it, Zerg player. I mean, I don't know that Canon's even really trying here. He's making 3 Mutalisks. Again, every 100 minerals he gets, that's a free Muta because he has 900 gas sitting there. Is it going to be enough? I mean, it's a scan forward. Army supply is 81 to 27 right now. This is it. This is your killing blow. Poor Canon, 17 workers at 15 minutes. CABEPAO held the early assaults, turned himself into the aggressor, and he's going to put his foot down on his opponent's throat. Though once again, the drones come in, but they're not going to do as well. Oh, crows a pile on his own Mutalisks there a little bit. Nice Widowmine hit on the Overseer. Everybody moves up into the top. Canon is trying to prolong the inevitable as long as he can here. And you know, the Terran player is fine to destroy the lair. If you want to let me kill the natural base, that's totally fine. CABEPAO has another base to the south he's working on. I mean, this is a shellacking. Medevac gets killed by a spore, which that should probably never happen. Should probably never happen. All right, here goes nothing. Marine, Marauder, up. The drones, again, attacking, sacrificing their own lives for the swarm. CABEPAO decides to stand in and fight because he can. The Mutalisks are down, down, down. They're going down. You're a good Zerg player, says Canon. Good game, and CABEPAO is your winner in 16 minutes and 30 seconds. That was pretty fun. That was a pretty fun match, I gotta say. Obviously, CABEPAO just outclassed Canon here entirely. Canon, either a fairly new player or someone who hasn't been at the game for a while here. Definitely got placed at a lower league. Yeah, so CABEPAO, also a fairly low league here. Again, not making any medevacs for the length of the game here, except at the very end when they were super useful, it turns out. Dude, he made 10 mutas? Where the heck did those other mutas go? I got nothing. I got nothing for those. I assume they were just here and they all died. They're all stacked up and getting murdered by 2-2 Marines with medevac support. That's usually how that goes for Mutalisks in these TVZs. Unless you're Cyril and you can control them like a god. So yeah, fantastic stuff from CABEPAO. Gets the win. End of the day, ends up losing 82 Marines, which 84 Lings died. I mean, that is exactly what Canon was talking about, right? You played it like Zerg. You made a bunch of Marines. You didn't bring any support for them. You got some upgrades for them, yes. But you just threw them into the meat grinder. Blah, 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 blah. They all died, got stuff done, but it's fine. 2 hatcheries killed. Never really got a third base rolling. Here did Canon today. And again, it all came down to is, unfortunately, his one-base approach was completely countered by CABEPAO's one-base opening. And from there, instead of just going back home and expanding a couple times and just doubling down, he continued to make Lings and Banelings, and he was going to try to Baneling bust, but it didn't work out. And just trust me, if your opponent is one-basing it and he sees your early Lings, he's not going to fall for a Baneling bust. You're not going to pull that off. So that is a lesson learned for Canon and a lesson learned for all of us. But for now, that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and an Into the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
And so you must run, and it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running comes to shove. There's a light upon you, and you follow it on. Looking for a reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion when push comes to shove? And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into the void.